What's up, guys? We're going into a game on Goliath here on the Armory. If you notice, I'm really close to Elite Goliath. All I need is Flame Breath, and I think what I need is I have to deal damage to hunters while they're in the air with Flame Breath. Everything else is Tier 3, so I've been just kind of trying to level that using 3 into Flame Breath as my starting build. It's not terrible. It works decently well. You can get some early down penalties if hunters split up too much or anything like that. But for the most part, I try to get to stage 2 before I get domed, because it's just the better way to play, in my opinion. I'm going to take damage output. I'm not sure exactly what map the Armory is. I'll have to look at the mini-map as soon as I get in game. I still haven't associated them all with like the names in the mini-maps yet, so if I know the map, I'll probably go and check some high-tier mobs for buffs and see if I can get a buff early on and maybe end the game early. I don't think I know this one exactly. So I didn't actually catch their team either, which is a problem because I do need to know who's on their team. Specifically the Trapper and Medic are the two that I really want to know. If they have a Maggie, sneaking right now is a mistake. If they have a Lazarus, obviously I need to know that as well. If they have a Hank, it's good to know because it's a lot more tanky of a team, and generally you want to get stage 2 before you fight. Good thing about Flame Breath is it's really quick for farming. I'm not sure, they might actually, yeah, they probably see me in the distance. I'm not too worried about it. And I got birds anyway, so I'm just gonna create some distance. Couple nice leaps into the middle of this area, and then I'll start sneaking again so they have no idea where I went from here. Hopefully I won't get tracker darted or whatever they have on their team. Again, I wasn't paying attention because I was kind of doing the intro to the video, so normally you want to look at that, though. That's really important. Probably just as important as playing the game well is knowing what team you're up against and how exactly you need to play to counter them. So I'll try to talk a little bit more about that in some other videos. Alright, so we got some trap jaws out here to let them know that I was in this area. They seem to be kind of hot on my trail, so I am going to try to sneak out of this area. We'll see if I get cornered or if they think that I might be like lower into the map. There's this one trap jaw that's chasing me, which is not good. There's a sloth. No, that's a tyrant. I would like to check it for a buff, but it's more important that I get out safely than check that for a perk. I don't need it right away anyway. I'll just have to keep note that there is a tyrant in this water here. Hopefully, if I can associate that with the Armory, I'll be able to check it every game from here on out. So I'm basically just sneaking to the other side of the map. I'm not killing anything. I don't want to risk getting birds. The only thing that I want to do is get some distance from the hunters right now without them knowing exactly where I am. I could do a couple leaps soon, but I do risk being spotted at that point if I do that. And I just want to change elevations constantly to try to throw them off my trail. Especially if they have Daisy. Daisy takes a lot longer to climb up and climb down hills than the monster does, so it does give you a little bit more momentum when you're doing that. Alright, so let's go ahead and start eating now. I've created some distance. They're probably still down on that side of the map, looking for me, thinking I'm sneaking in that area. A lot of people make some random mistakes. You know, they might, if they have Cabot, they might throw dust or something. And hopefully, well, there's birds, so I was going to say hopefully I would be able to get stage 2 without them noticing me. This looks like it's an albino, is it? I guess not. Okay, that's not, I guess. It looked like one on like the way the visuals. Usually they're a little bit more pale. It looked pale to me, but I'm still trying to get that down as well because there seems to be a little bit of a bug where the perks don't show up above their health bars all the time or something. I don't know. It's weird. It doesn't happen all the time. It's kind of uncommon. I don't want to go through the middle of the map. Like, I don't know how badly I've juked them at this point. So what I don't want to do is go through the middle of the map. Those birds are going to be in an annoying spot when they're going through the middle of the map, right? That's the one thing that I don't want. They just heard those birds. If they were on the opposite end of the map, then I might be in some trouble because I might be walking right towards them right now. But hopefully, I might actually evolve right here as well, because there's a lot of food here. I could just do a Flame Breath real quick, and hopefully there's no trap jaws, which would be the one thing that would screw me over. Alright, so I can see one of them. I don't know who that was. If I can get a closer look. I don't know. I don't know who's on their team, so it's hard for me to pick out silhouettes. I'm going to go ahead and evolve here, though. I think by the time that they get to me, I should be evolved and be able to eat some of this meat, so even if I get stuck in a dome, I should have at least a little bit of armor and be able to fight. I like Leap Smash, it's a good ability. I like Rock Throw as well. I'm gonna go all into this. They know, obviously, that I'm here. Going to try to get some meat. He's going to switch weapons and stop me at some point, but I'm just going to get as much meat as I can while I'm doing it. Thank you so much for letting me have that much. And then I'll try to take out Trapper here. Okay, they have Val. Val has a problem where if she takes focus, she'll have some issue. And for some reason their assault was already low. I'm actually going to go for the win here. They got their assault back up though, so... Anyway, like I've said, Val has some trouble where if she gets focused, she doesn't really have any escapes. So I just got like, I don't even know how many down penalties there, and I didn't lose any health. And that's basically because I evolved in the right spot. I had a lot of meat around me. The Trapper could have done that a bit better, though. He could have thrown the dome, darted me, whatever he wanted to do, and then switched to the shotgun, and maybe I would have only had like 3 or 4 bars of armor instead of I don't know how many I had, but too much. You know, he could have stopped me from eating that much. Took him a little bit too long. He like threw the dome, darted me, threw like 2 stasis grenades, and then shotgunned me. So I got quite a bit of armor before the fight even started. Might have been able to get me down like a bar of health, bar and a half of health. Would still be in a good spot regardless, though. At this point, I think I've already won the game. All I really need to do is armor back up, and then I'm probably going to go for another fight. I'd love to find a perk. Okay, so I got tracking darted, that's fine. I'm really just looking for something that can help me out. I'm actually gonna just fight right now. Trying to level up that perk as well. Have to remember that I only have two abilities right now. Normally I have 3 at stage 2, because I usually only go 1 or 2 into Flame Breath instead of all 3, but I'm trying to level that up, so... Again, I'll go on Val. I like going on Hank as well, but Val just has no way of, like, healing for herself, I guess, to use MOBA terms. She just has issues healing herself, has issues, she doesn't have a cloak or anything, so... The only thing she really has is that slow, and it's really hard to land when you're trying to run. She's doing a decent job, though, evading me, but eventually she will go down. She actually did get a Trankin, which is higher level play than most people have on Val. But there's Val down, so that's her second strike. I'm gonna just disengage just because I'm slow and I'm waiting on cooldowns. I'll see if I can eat inside the dome, always a good thing to do. So get half my armor back up right now. They're worrying about getting Val back up. I'm not a big, like, I'll end the game if I feel like I can, but I'm okay with getting strikes as well. That's, alright, so... I'll just let everyone take a bit of damage so that Val has to concentrate on different people. And then I will... Alright. I don't want to go up there because there's a bunch of mines up there. I'll wait until my Flame Breath is off. Well, there's at least one. I don't know how many exactly, but yeah. Alright, there goes Assault again. See, I can disengage here, and I know that I'm, like, super far ahead. So, I don't know, I don't think that, like, always playing the game to end it right away is going to be the smartest option. But I could probably end the game here if I wanted to. I want that buff, but I'm not going to get it. It's kind of unfortunate. They don't want me to eat, apparently. Alright, I gotta go. But yeah, I mean, I did a bunch of strikes. I got a bunch of strikes. I could have probably ended the game, but I'm risking losing for no reason, right? If they evaded me really, really well, and maybe they got their, you know, their shit back and I'm half health instead of full health with the same amount of strikes, I don't think it's really all that worth it. They're doing a good job really slowing me down with... Actually, they're going to get a dome on me. That's pretty good. Well, now I will end up fighting to try to see if I can win this. There goes Assault. Gonna try to get Medic here in a second, and then the game should be pretty easy once the 2 of them are down, especially since Assault's down. There's not really a whole lot that they can do in terms of damage. Trying to aim midair there, because I kind of messed that up a little bit. But I still ended up getting someone. Keep flying it with my flame strikes. The slowing is pretty annoying from this team. It's pretty good crowd control. Alright, she's just gonna keep running around that hill. There's another guy over here that's kinda low. I'd like to try to kill him. There we go, Trapper's down. Not that great of an orbital. Where is Val? There she is. Alright, there goes Medic. Now I just have to chase down Support, which is the hardest one to chase down. He's got a cloak. He used it. I should have gotten him there. I don't know where he went, actually. Oh well. I guess I'll evolve. He just used his orbital. I'm not really worried about it. I'll be able to get a free stage 3 and armor up, and then take the last fight. I like Rock Throw more than Charge. I think these are the highest damaging abilities that Goliath has. You can get away with not taking any into Flame Breath if they don't have a Markov. And that's a little bit more damage, but if you have to take one into Flame Breath, I feel like just maxing out is probably worth it. So this Mega Mouth perk isn't the best for monsters, but it's really good for hunters, and I don't want them getting it, so I'm going to eat it. I don't want them having this. I could go perk hunting, but I don't think I need it. But generally that would be the next thing to do. If you're not super far ahead, is just go try to find a perk like that Tyrant I could check that I left earlier, or whatever this is. Looks like maybe an Armadon. Oh no, it's a Nomad. I could check that for a perk. Obviously it doesn't have it. I'm kind of just waiting. Where's the ship? Did they already drop? I guess they did. Well, they're pretty far away probably. I'm just going to force them to fight me. I have no idea where they're at right now. That wasn't that great of an orbital. But at least I know what direction they're coming from now. It's gonna force a fight. That's stupid Nomad. Alright. I don't want to get tranked for no reason. Actually, I already did get tranked, but I'll just wait here. I guess I should armor back up. That's the smart thing to do. While I'm waiting for them to get into position. It does let Markov get a few more mines set up, but I will take a look to see if any of these have cooldown reduction or anything. They don't. I'm gonna go check. Mega Mouth isn't gonna have anything. I'm gonna check this Nomad over here as well. There it is. Alright, that's a good perk. I mean, it's an okay perk. It's not the best on monster, but it's better than what I have. It'll just give me more traversal, so I'll be able to move constantly in the fight. Obviously, I would prefer cooldown or damage, but it will help with all the slows that they have on their team, that's for sure. Alright, so they have most of their mines right here. Just Flame Breath those away. This Trapper's probably going to go down from this. There we go. Burn damage killed them. They did a decent orbital. This Veil is pretty good at evading. Or I might just being really bad at actually getting kills. I definitely want some strikes on this support at the very least. There, he went down. This should be fairly easy from this point on. Alright, that's game. Fairly straightforward, like I said, or at least early on I knew I won because I got so many strikes without taking health, but they did a pretty good job at least giving me a run for my money at stage 3. The Veil was better than most at evading, that's for sure. But that's going to be the end of this video. Thank you guys for watching, I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any recommendations on builds or anything to try with Goliath, I'm open to trying pretty much anything, because I feel like I'm a pretty good Goliath player. Obviously there's some that are pretty hard, like, I don't know, 3 into charge, or pretty much 3 into anything. It's good for damage if you land it, but if you don't, you're pretty much useless until that cooldown comes back up. But anyway, that's it. Thank you guys for watching, hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time.